What's up everyone, it's Rusa. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to the Advanced Sarm series. This is where I'm going to be going into the science as well as give a very detailed review of my experiences with each individual Sarm. If this type of content interests you, please subscribe and share my channel around to your friends. My old channel got terminated and I'm trying to rebuild my social media. Also, in case anything happens to this channel, please follow me on Instagram at RussoLifts, where you can direct message me to talk to me directly. This video we're going to be talking about S4, commonly known as Andarine. It is a second generation SARM, selective androgen receptor modulator, and it is non-steroidal in structure, so its chemical structure is not related to a steroid. So if you put the chemicals up side by side, they really wouldn't be very similar. It's more similar to a SERM, or a selective estrogen receptor modulator, which works on the estrogen receptors. SARMs work on the androgen receptors. S4 is noted for its high binding affinity, and the main point of S4 is its ability to lower your prostate weight. That's scientifically, what has piqued the interest in the medical community. It is being used by new age doctors around the world to lower prostate weights, as prostate cancer is a big issue in older males, and S4 seems to not bind with the prostate whatsoever. So if you're taking if your testosterone suppresses slightly and S4 is taking the place of that, there's going to be less interaction with the prostate, which will lead to the prostate weight going down. Now, S4, in my opinion, this is going to get into my experiences with it. I'm not the biggest fan of S4 because some of the side effects from S4 would be the night vision issues. Now, a lot of people, say, oh, all SARMs mess with your eyesight. You're going to go blind from all SARMs. The only SARM that has ever affected my eyesight is Andarine S4. Now, S4, it's commonly known to affect eyesight. Personally, on my old YouTube channel before I got deleted, I logged a cycle of S4 and got to experience the eyesight issues firsthand. Now, basically, to describe what happened personally to me, and remember, SARMs are for research purposes only, and they are not for human consumption. My lab rat, experimented with 75 mg per day, and that's where I noticed the eyesight issues. Basically, yellow-green rings would pop around any type of light, and when I moved from like a very light environment to a dark environment, it took my eyes very long to adjust. It's speculated that that is because the SARMs are binding to receptors in your S4 is binding to receptors in your eyes. And due to that, I personally am not a big fan of and don't really recommend it to anyone. It is, like I said, a second generation, so it's one of the, OG SARMs, one of the old SARMs, and that still does not stop people. That does not affect everyone the same. I've had a lot of people message me around the world saying that it's not really that bad for them and it doesn't really affect them that much. The positives of S4 would be increased vascularity is the big noted point. That veins popping out seems to be why some people will tolerate the eyesight effects, as well as strength gains. S4 has been noted to increase strength dramatically. Also, all SARMs will probably all SARMs will increase bone density and will help with, as you grow older, your bones become more brittle. They have been known to help with bone density and pretty much only target skeletal muscle and bone, and that's where they bind mostly. There's very little spillover with SARMs to other parts of your body. So an example is when you blast testosterone, when you're saying blasting 500 milligrams of testosterone a day, that is binding with AR in your muscles, but AR in your stomach, AR in your prostate, you're getting tons of spillover, where SARMs are very selective on paper. Obviously, this is dosage dependent. The higher the dosage, the more spillover. And dosages I've personally seen people go is anywhere from 50 milligrams per day all the way up to, I've seen 125 to 150 Now personally, the eyesight issues start affecting me at 75 milligrams per day, and you have to remember the half-life of S4 is 6 hours. So to keep constant blood levels in your test subject's body the entire time, I would recommend splitting it up every 6 hours or using another androgen base and then supplementing in pre-workout when you want spiked levels. But like I said, at 50 milligrams per day, I did not notice anything and noticed a harder look. However, I really didn't notice the crazy vascularity, the strength gains until I got to 75, 100 milligrams per day, where I was liking the results but did not really tolerate the eyesight issues. Other side effects from all androgens could be an upset cholesterol imbalance, so you have to keep an eye on your HDL and LDL. S4 is known to be one of the lesser suppressive SARMs on your HPTA system, so it will not completely derail your HPTA like stronger SARMs such as S23 or steroids like Trembolone, Deca. It will not completely shut off your HPTA like a light switch, which will make PCT, post-cycle therapy, and recovery back to your normal hormonal levels much easier, and it should be a much smoother PCT with more keepable gains. That is pretty much what I know about S4. Overall, I'm not a big fan of it. Even though EA carries it, I never really steer people towards it because of the eyesight issues. I feel like there are better things out there that you can achieve similar results with. However, S4 is very popular and a lot of people do like to tolerate the eyesight issues over the results. So people enjoy the reward to the risk ratio a lot. And S4 is still very popular to this day. It's one of the oldest SARMs. Overall, I think it does play a role in the medical community for lowering prostate weight, and that has piqued the interest of a lot of people because, again, dealing with an enlarged prostate is absolutely no fun. And if this could replace some of the worst side effect drugs to reduce prostate weight, then I say that's a win-win. This has been an advanced overview of S4, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. One more thing touching upon PCT, I always recommend having a legit SERM on hand. However, shorter cycles at lower dosages, you could get away with an over-the-counter AI, such as androstadione or Arimi RX, or Arimistane as it's commonly known. That will be perfect for rebounding levels. However, if you're going to experiment with the higher dosages, I would recommend having a legit SERM such as Clomid, Novadex, or Tormorphine on hand and do a short 3-week mini PCT to just bounce back your levels real quick, so you are not you don't have lowered androgen levels for a period of time where you could atrophy. You just get it right back online. But yeah, that is S4. I hope you enjoyed the advanced review of S4. Be sure to thumbs up the video so more people see it, as well as subscribe. I will see you in my next